Hi friends, I hope wherever you are in the world you are happy and healthy. My name is Tammy, and if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I truly appreciate you choosing to spend a little time with me and hang out. Um, so today is our deck of panning review, and I didn't do so well. I mean, I did poorly, but I didn't do so well. So my goal had been to use all of my products 15 times because I figured that's half a month. And I did okay with most of them, but some others not so much. Anyways, let's go over what I had last month. The first one I had was the 5 of diamonds, which was at that point. Oh, and in case you are new here, I am using my Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards. I figured it fits my channel in aces. So these are the backs and they're super cute. Anyways, I had the 5 of diamonds, which was the anchor. And the prompt was BOMB, Bomb, Black owned makeup brand. So I chose my brand new Beauty Bay lemon bar that I had received in my BoxyCharm. And what I have learned is I can definitely use this. I like the highlight. This is a little dark, so I really have to sheer it out for me, just because I am so pale. So yeah, I did manage to use this 15 times. I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite bronzer. I really do like the highlighter in there though. So I will continue to use this, but I can go ahead and switch this product out. The next one I had was the King of Spades, which was the Bride. And for last month, the King of Spade was Splurge. So I had to pick an item that I splurged on. That would be my Natasha Denona gold palette. So this is where I did not do so well. I was supposed to use it 15 times. The first 7, I did great. The second 7, second 8, not 7, because I can do math. Yeah, I didn't go in the math field, but I can do math. The next 8 times, I forgot that it was in my little everyday right here, and I forgot to use it. So this one is going to stay. I'm going to finish up using this 15 times. Okay, and if you noticed, I did just hit my chin. Yes, I did, but we're gonna skip over that, okay? Because I'm not doing this again. Accidents happen, and I am accident prone. Yay. Anyways, next up, I got the Queen of Diamonds, which was the children. And last month, that was the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. So this was something that I already, was panning. I was making good progress on. Slow your speech down. Anyways, good progress on. And so I chose my ColourPop bronzer in I'll Bet. I already had some pan. I did manage to get a little bit more pan, but I didn't end up using this the entire 15 times because I noticed it started to get like a smell and it was kind of drying up and so I'm going to be tossing this because I don't want to keep putting this on my face. So halfway through, I traded it out and finished up my panning with my e.l.f. And you can see that little dip. My e.l.f. bronzer in Tan Lines. So I will rotate that out because I did finish it up using this. And this one can go in the trash. Before I throw it away, as you can tell, I did make pan on it. So this is one that I like. I don't think I will necessarily purchase this again, because although I love the Super Shock eyes and most of the Super Shock cheeks, I just felt like this did not last as long as my other Super Shocks did. And I'm not quite sure why that is. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty when it was on. And I mean, it's very inexpensive. So, I mean, you could definitely get your money's worth. I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. But I have so many other bronzers that right now I don't need to purchase another one. And I don't want to purchase one and it just go bad again. So I'm not planning on purchasing that again anytime soon. Maybe I'll change my mind later. Anyways, the next one I got was the Joker card. And the Joker card was, Are You Kidding Me? And that is something that you don't really want to pan. Sorry, as my chair is super squeaky. And I am super short, so I do not like to have my legs just, hang in there. I sit crisscross applesauce in my chair. Anyways, so I chose a product that isn't expensive, but I do love, and that is my Amazonian clay tarte in highlighter in Fantasy. I don't know what it is about this highlighter. It's just so pretty. It's so, so pretty. It has like a peachy pink hue to it. So I did use this. I did not make the 15 though. So I'm going to continue to use this until I hit the 15. So far, I am keeping these two in rotation for this next month. All right, I don't have to do a whole lot though for these, so I am going to pull 5 more cards, but I'm going to keep those two. And the last card I picked was a 6 of Hearts, and this was a nostalgia. So I had done a thing and I purchased the Wet n Wild Sesame Street, just this blush face palette and the bronzer face palette. And so I did use this blush, and actually the blush, I was really happy with the blush. I mean, I did feel like I needed to, it didn't last really long, so I'd have to re-up and do it again. I'm okay with that, because this is easy to, carry around if you need to. For both the bronzer and this one though, the highlighter is like, I don't know if they're trying to go for like the wet look, but there's nothing, like, I don't know if this just like hard panned before I ever used it. I don't know. So for both the bronzer and the blush palette, the highlight is just, it's useless. At least both of mine were. If you ended up purchasing this and yours were, if there's some sort of trick that I'm not doing, or if yours hard panned and you fixed it or whatever, let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to be able to use the whole product. But this really kind of soured me on purchasing further Wet n Wild like nostalgia packs. I already was not for the packaging for the eyeshadows, but I thought, oh, this is really cute. I can do the packaging for, but no, I got my 15 in so I can rotate it out, but yeah, I wasn't really thrilled with it. Okay, so now that I went over the 5 that I had before, again, these are both staying, so I can finish them up this month, but I'm also going to pick 5 new cards because I already, I don't have many to do for both of those, and I want to have options. So, and keep using what I have, because let me tell you, 4th of July, did anybody else have a problem with all the sales that were happening for 4th of July? Oh, it was really hard with my attempt for a no buy, low buy, but I have held strong, have a little list going though. And I did purchase a couple that I knew I wasn't going to get, you know, otherwise. And the Laura Lee and Manny MUA collaboration, I keep going back and forth. I stick it in my basket, I take it out, I put it in my basket, I take it out. Why? Well, I've never tried any of the Lunar Beauty stuff, and I would really like to try it. I do have quite a bit of the Laura Lee. I really like what I have, and that color story is you know, I would love that color story. I have most of that color story though, because I have the Nearly Natural palette, which I love. And so I was like, oh, well, I love it so much. I won't mind having like extra of it. But no, I've got things to buy and things to do. So I don't need extra. And then the blush palette looks so beautiful. But some of those colors, I'm like, oh, that's going to be too dark. I am like, you know, white woman central over here. It's going to be too dark. So we'll see if I give in, because my birthday is just around the corner, but I'm trying really hard not to. So we'll see. Okay, let's pull a card. Enough chit chat, Tammy. I think you've you know, shuffled these cards enough. So the first card I am going to pull is, and I have my little handy dandy sheet. I'm not sticking it in, you know, this. You can always use the link that's in the description box below to see it. And then of course I'll tell you also. So we'll see. All right, so the first card I have is the Two of Diamonds, and it is the lady, I believe. This card represents the lady whose fortune is being told, and all other cards affect it to a degree in accordance to their relative proximity. Now that's if I was to lay out a Lenormand like reading, or even do like use it like an oracle and put a couple different cards, which I'm not doing. I'm just pulling these cards. So when a lady's fortune is being told, if the number 19 card has no significance in the layout, well, this is the number 18, and so that has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about. So that didn't give us much of a, okay, well, anyways, let's see what Two of Diamonds is. Two of Diamonds is a indie brand. Okay, that's fine. I can find something indie because I've got quite a bit of indie stuff. All right, next one is, let's see here. The next card I'm pulling is the Eight of Hearts. I think I've had this one before. And this one is the cat indicates flattery. Woohoo! I don't know if I'm flattering myself. I don't know, but it's supposed to indicate flattery. All right, so the King of Hearts on here is Primer. Okay. Next up is the Jack of Hearts, which is the book. The book is the discovery of mystery affecting the person for the better. Okay, I can take that. All right, and Jack of Hearts is the random letter generator. All right, let me pull out my random letter generator. Random letter generator. I feel like it needs to have like a theme song over here. All right, let's see what we get. V. Okay, V. Oh, I've got tons. I've got Viseart. I have one VE cosmetics palette because I brought it back. My daughter had it, and she brought in, when I was doing my decluttering, after I finished decluttering, she brought in all of the palettes and things I had decluttered to her in the past. And so I brought like 2 palettes back in, I think. Could have been worse. So anyways, all right. So 3, next card is the King of Spades, which is the bride. We just had the King of Spades. That's funny. The bride ensures for a single person the fulfillment of highest aims when near. If distant, turbulent married life. Well, I'll just keep this next to me. But this is for a single person. I'm not single, so if you're single, if you're single, I'll put it real close to you, okay? All right? We want you happy. We all deserve to be happy. All right, so the King of Spades is Splurge. What? I already have a Splurge. Did that not change? Am I working off the last one? 5. Let me double check. 5 of diamond. Nope, this is not the same as the last one. It just looks like the court cards did not change this time. Maybe they haven't been changing at all, and I just, haven't been getting them as much. Well, to come up with another splurge item. Yikes. Or I probably should have pulled out those 2 cards because, well, let's see. The ones that I needed was, yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull a different one because I don't know if this is cheating. I don't think it's cheating because I shouldn't have rotated my king or joker. Specifically that king. Or any king, black king. I don't know. Let's see what else we get. All right, 5 of diamonds. Okay, we had this last time too. But last time it stood for BOMB, and this one is not cruelty free. Oh man, not cruelty free. I pretty much only get cruelty free, but I do know I have a few things that are not cruelty free. I'm not proud of this fact, but I do know that I have a few things. So this will be a way to use them, and maybe if it's something small, I can get it out of my collection faster. And if it's big, well, at least I'm still using it because. All right, next one is 3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds. Oh. And this is the money safe. Okay, so the money safe indicates riches. If shut side is toward the person, it denotes loss by speculation. Well, it's like straight up towards us, so it's not like it's not shut, but I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyways, 3 of diamonds is spray. All right, so I need to come up with 2 of diamonds and indie. 8 of hearts, a primer. Jack of hearts, something with V. 5 of diamonds, something that's not cruelty free. And 3 of diamonds, a spray. I am continuing to use my King of Spades, which was a splurge, and my Joker from last time, which is my Tarte highlighter. So I will be right back and go over which items I chose for the new 5. All right, welcome back. So I already went ahead and put the gold palette and my Tarte highlighter in my little everyday basket with other things that I'm wanting to use up and trying to empty and just kind of want to make a dent on. So the first card, my 2 of diamonds, which was indie. I chose my Glamlite Icing primer. I really want to use this up, see if I can't pan this and finish this up in this next month. We'll see. The next one was the 8 of hearts, which was a primer. And although I could have potentially cheated, I didn't. I am using up my Too Faced Hangover primer. So I want to use that up. Then the next one was the Jack of Hearts, which was my random letter generator, and I came up with V. I decided to use my VE palette. I decluttered this once before, and my daughter took it. And I had decluttered it not because I didn't like the formulation. I did. I do. It's all these blues. I'm not going to wear those blues. That being said, these greens, those browns, and those pinks, I can use. So 6 out of the 9 I'm likely to use. So, and I really like the color of those. I don't know if you can see that light one because it's so bright in here, but this one right here is that like brown to green kind of duochrome. And so I do want to try to get more use from this palette before I do declutter it again, to see, you know, should this remain, or was I right to declutter it in the first place? So where I am trying to pan both of these and get them to be empties, this one I'm going to say 15 times. The next card I had was the 5 of diamonds, and that was not cruelty free. I considered pulling out my Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes, but considering I already had 2 eyeshadow palettes that I want to include and finish up, I wanted to give myself some leeway to use some of my other palettes and not feel like I have to use these palettes. So I chose my Pat McGrath blush palette. So I'm really bummed that Pat McGrath is not cruelty free. I'm really bummed about that. I really like the formulation. And you know, so pretty. So I'm not getting rid of my Pat McGrath, but I do not plan to purchase anything further from her now that I know that she is not cruelty free. So that's a bummer. So this is my not cruelty free. And then the last one I had was the 3 of diamonds, which was the spray. So I chose my Pacifica Set and Protect Matte Sheer Setting Mist Vitamin C and C Minerals with SPF protection. And it's SPF 45. Now I can't use this actual bottle because the sprayer doesn't work right. So I'm going to have to rinse out one of my other spray bottles and stick it in there. However, I figure I'll use this setting spray because it will have that extra SPF. And so I'm not leaning on this specifically for all my SPF. I put on a lot of SPF, but it's nice to have an additional layer of it. And so I want to get my opinions on this. I've only used it so far once and it just spit at me. So yeah, we'll see what I think of it. All right, so that is my deck of panning. Update number 5. I am making some dents. I am moving through my collection. It is helping me not to go out and purchase a whole lot more. In fact, I'm very proud of the fact that when I go to TJ Maxx and stuff, I've become so picky. And I've walked out of there and Marshall's without anything, and Ulta and Sephora. So, yay me. Now, if I can just tell myself that all these wonderful indie brand eyeshadow palettes are not calling my name, because that's a tough one. So with that being said, if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe or give me a thumbs up. That really does help. And until next time, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.